Hello and welcome. My name is Mark Hansen and I'm the BizCard Guy. I've created a series of video tutorials to help SBIers get audio on their websites. These videos are designed with the complete SBI beginner in mind. If you can follow simple instructions, I promise that you'll have audio on your website in no time. The purpose of this first video is to show you the MP3 player that you'll be using on your website and to get the free pieces of software off the internet that you'll need. I have a lot of ground to cover and I'll be moving real fast. If you need to, just pause the video or rewind it and watch it over again. First of all, let's take a look at that audio player we'll be using. I'm going to bring up my website here. If you go to www.bestbusinesscarddesign.com, you can get there with or without the dashes. You come to my home page, start scrolling down the home page past the front and back of my business card. Eventually you come to a picture of me. Beneath the picture of me is the MP3 player that you will be using. Now, why this particular MP3 player? Well, I have 4 good reasons. First of all, it's free. As a matter of fact, every component to this audio system is free. Second, it's cross-platform. This audio system works equally well on a Mac or a PC. Third, it's easy. I figured it out. It must be easy. And fourth, it's different. This MP3 player doesn't look or act like all the boring copycat players that are out there. Watch this. I'm going to open up this audio player and play about 10 to 12 seconds of my welcome message. Here goes. Best business card design. Well, there you go. What'd you think of that snappy music? So this is the player. As you can see, it is different than the single 1 or 2 or 3 button MP3 players that are out there. The other thing that I like about it is it has this scrolling message in the background that I'm going to show you how to get your message in the background embedded there. The other thing is that you can customize the colors to every part of this MP3 player. When it's done playing, it collapses on its own. Let me bring up my outline here. So how do you get audio on an SBI website? Well, there's 4 things that you need. First thing is Audacity sound recording software. The second thing is the lame MP3 encoder. Now don't let that name scare you. All it is a small piece of software that Audacity uses to output MP3 files. The third thing is that MP3 player that I showed you, and it's called the 1 pixel out MP3 player. The last thing that you may need is the Adobe Flash Player plugin. Let's go get everything that we need. I'm going to bring up another web browser here. The first website we're going to go to is Audacity. Now I'm going to provide the URL links to every website that I visit in the next few minutes so that you can get there easy after you watch this video. So let's go to Audacity here, go to the download tab, and we're going to get the Windows and the Mac versions of this software, of Audacity software. Now I know that there's some Mac people that are probably watching this, so I'm going to show you how to do it too. Windows owners, click on that link and go down. There's 2 pieces of software we're going to get here, the Audacity and the lame encoder. So we click on this and you should get a dialog box here in a second. There we go. Audacity Windows executable file. Save it to your desktop. I'm not going to do that because I already have it. Just pretend like I did. Let's go under the optional downloads now and get that lame encoder. Click here, go to the lame download page. Now this is a little confusing. All it is that lame encoder, and it resides on a lot of different servers. I happen to click on this one. It worked just fine for me. This is a zip file, by the way. You will need a zip utility to open this file up. The zip utilities are free, at least the one I have. It's a Zip Genius, and it works just fine. Save that to your desktop, and let's go back, and I'm going to show the Mac people. Macintosh is a little different because there are 2 types of Macs out there nowadays. There are Intel Macs, and if you have an Intel Mac, get this version of Audacity. I happen to have a PowerPC, and I downloaded this version of Audacity. And again, here's another. See that? Mac OS X. So get the correct version for the type of operating system that you have. Click on that. I don't need to. I already have it on my Mac machine. And let's go get that lame encoder. Let's scroll down here and go down to the optional downloads. Click on that and go to this page. And you'd think that on a Mac downloads page you wouldn't have any Windows files. Well, that's not the case. This is the Windows lame encoder. The middle one is the one you want. It's the universal lame encoder, and this works for Intel and PowerPC Macs. Click on that. Here's your dialog box. Download it to your desktop. And let's go back. And we are done with Audacity. The next site we're going to go to is to get the MP3 player. Now this is a little bit easier because there's only one file to get, and it's the audio player. This is the file that Mac people and Windows owners are going to get. It works for both machines. So click on that audio player, save it to your desktop. I would recommend also on this website, go down to this first red outlined box, and there was a little tutorial that this Mindy McAdams wrote on how to get this player to work on non-WordPress websites. We happen to have site build at websites, so I read her tutorial and it's found here. This is her personal website, so click here, and I'd recommend you read this. I'm going to show you how everything's done, but it would certainly help for you to understand what I'm trying to explain visually by reading the written version of how to get that player up on your website. At the bottom, click on this link. It's how to customize, it's the next page, how to customize the colors of this audio player. And again, I'm going to show you how all this is done, but it would certainly be helpful to see, to read it. And here's their colorized version of that audio player. The last site we're going to go to is the Adobe Flash Player. Now over 90% of all computers have it, so some of you don't. Here we go. If you have a Windows machine, go to the Adobe website and get this Flash plugin. Read the simple install instructions. It's really not hard to do. Mac people, you've got two choices: the Intel-based Flash player or the PowerPC. Get the correct version, read the instructions, and you'll be up and running with that. Let me get my outline again. So we've got the 4 pieces to the puzzle that you need in order to be able to create sound for your website. And the last thing I'm going to say is that my next video I'll show you how to use Audacity and how to customize the colors on the MP3 player. I'm also going to write some HTML files to show you how to upload the Flash file, the JavaScript file, and the audio file to the correct location on the SBI server. And lastly, I'll write the code that will make that MP3 player appear and play a sound file that you create on your website. So let me give you the website URLs. There you go. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you're excited. Very close to getting audio on your website. So please watch that next video and learn how to use Audacity and customize the colors of your player. See you there.